TAKful Creator here. Okay, let's get started. May God the Creator bless us. May God the Redeemer heal us. May God the Holy Spirit enlighten us. Give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hands to do the work of God. Feet to walk the path of justice, and mouths to preach the good news. May the angel of peace, prosperity, love, abundance, guidance, and chill watch over us and lead us to the reign of God. Ashe. Okay, so I appreciate you all for being here. I would also appreciate if you like, share, to subscribe. I also have my Cash App in the description if you want to leave a donation, and I truly appreciate it because this way I can get more. You can help me invest in our collective energy and collective progression, right? So I was called to look at some trivia with you guys, right? So let's see what colors we're gonna work with. Ooh, any color we like. Oh, twice. Okay, so double steel. Let's get another one. Okay. So what colors are we gonna go with? Since it's a wild, let's make this fun. I have color cards. Let's pull from the color cards. Okay, so first one we're gonna have here is green. Okay, first card, and we have green. What children's toy accidentally contributed to our understanding of ocean tides and currents? It's called the rubber ducky. In 1992, a shipment of duckies and other bathtub toys fell into the Pacific, and scientists have tracked their movement ever since. So this way they can see the tides. Fun fact, there's actually like a huge rubber duck in one of the waters. I gotta Google the specific information, but like it's a huge duck, and it's like, because of that experiment, they have evolved and expanded it to now be an attraction. But yeah, so duck. So ducks signify laughter, happiness, good luck, nurturing, bonding, emotional stability, romantic love, but romantic love in an unlikely sense, like an unlikely pairing, travel, purification, transformation, intuition, and spiritual ascension. And that's always the goal here, to figure out what we need to do to best align with our spiritual ascension. And that means being spiritual ninjas out here with all the low vibrational energies and entities that are attacking our environment, attacking our psyche, and attacking not only the 3D but 5D. Okay, so let's see. The next card we have is red, and that is closest to, I would say, pink. So let's go with that. A mouth. What prominent facial feature is Hello Kitty missing? A mouth. Okay, so fuchsia, which would be purple. So we have ducks, a mouth, Captain Underpants. What children's book character defends truth, justice, and all that is pre-shrunk and cottony? Captain Underpants. Okay, so although that's kind of funny, but because we have ducks, which talk about bath time. We have the mouth, which is one of the dirtiest parts of your entire body, and then you have the underpants, which would be the next dirtiest part. But here we're emphasizing truth, justice, and all that is pre-shrunk and cottony. So what I'm getting there is pre-shrunk, which would be people who are shorter, have like maybe the dwarfism, and then cottony, I would think of something like slavery, right? And if we're thinking about slavery and all of the negative things that associated during that time, we can symbolically tie that to other cultures. What was the equivalent in Latin America? What is the equivalent in Asian America? What is the equivalent in Indian America? You know, so on and so forth, because we're a melting pot. So because this is a refuge, and that's what the American land is for, of the great, it's like a refuge to be who you want to be, B-A-R-B-I-E, Barbie girl, it's telling me that the truth and justice is for, or truth and justice and all that is good, all that's in the name of good for those people that have suffered. That's what I'm getting from the underpants here. Okay? But again, just layman's duckies, you're talking about bath time, the dirtiest parts of your body, your mouth and your groin. So like like groins, you know, including your booty, because that's where you poop from. Okay, and then the last color we have is green again. What chemical compound makes up about 2/3 of human body weight? Water. And there we go, we're back at the bathtub. So let's confirm with our guides before we continue on. Hi, Divine. Sorry, I know the way I say that, but you know, our relationship is too close-knit for me to even express to you guys. But we also have archangels here that don't want to be named, and I will respect their wishes. We have light beings here, extraterrestrial life here also, and then a version of life in a specific frequency that I cannot name because I have not been privy to the information yet. But once I am privy, I will be able to give them the gratitude for having our benevolent and highest good as their number one and only means when communicating with us. Okay, so appreciate them. Are we talking about purification here? We're talking about the process of maybe like an herbal bath. Yeah. Okay, so during the spiritual war, it's pertinent for us to not only cleanse our space, cleanse the air around us, cleanse the environment, but cleanse our bodies, our temples. Okay, and they're requesting that we do it in the form of a herbal bath in such a creative way. Okay, so then we have the duckies, which symbolizes good luck, nurturing, emotional stability, like we named, romantic love, purification. Okay, and then we have the water, which makes up, what is it, 2/3 of the body? Yep, about 2/3 of human weight. That would be water weight. Okay, so then it's telling us that even what we have to cleanse outside, we also have to cleanse inside. So if we're 2/3 water, that means that we need to purify by taking a bath, but also by ingesting water, cleansing our internal compass, our internal guides, which would be our organs and stuff that keeps us living and thriving, and letting us know spiritual messages that we may not be privy to because we're working on other spiritual messages. Okay, if you are delinquent in some kind of spiritual or emotional, mental way, you will have some kind of physical ailment. Okay, a sore throat, a sore ankle, lower back pain, a sore elbow, shoulder pain, or whatever the case is, a toothache. Like, there's so many things that that can offer you some kind of attention to your nervous system, because that is in direct response to some kind of non-tangible thing that you're dealing with, either a spiritual war, but in layman's terms, that is you not healing the parts of you that you need to heal, other people attacking the parts of you that's unhealed because they don't want to heal the parts of them that need to be healed. Okay, just things of that nature. But I'm going to move on from here. Okay, and just some homework for you guys, because I like to make things interactive. Green is all about abundance, growth, luck, which is synonymous with ducks. And lime has a similar meaning, but you can see the yellow undertones here. Google what these colors mean. Red, a symbol of passion and fieriness, but remember, pink is here. So what would be the equivalent in pink if that card were to drop? And what's the difference between what the pink says and what the red says here? Because that would tell you how you're showing up in comparison to what is expected to be shown up. And then we have fuchsia, which here we can see that the color is obviously purple, so I went with purple. But fuchsia is a form of pink, so pink purple. So it's just like, which one do we go with, and what's your intuitive guide? How did you go along with the process? Because these are things that you can do on your own. Yes, it takes discernment. Yes, it takes connecting spiritually, but it also takes practice with trusting yourself, trusting that what you see in your immediate environment is or pertains to you. Why? Because your life's intention is for you to move in the best way possible. For readers and stuff, our intention is to speak on the spiritual behalf, on the collective behalf, so that we all can emanate a very high vibe light, a very similar high vibe light. And that is by seeing what it's like our news, seeing what the energy is out there, and seeing how we can be vigilantes. Okay. But in this sense, you can have your personal relationship with it. Again, growing your discernment. But I'll leave that there. Oh no, these colors were not supposed to go in here, but that is fine. I think that's going to be necessary for another reading. Alright, so going to clean up the board a bit here. Okay, you know what? The general cards just keep falling out. That's what we're going with now. We're going to go with the general cards. Okay, so we're going to leave these up here. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so what would you like us to know? Music messages, hard fall, live now, cancel culture. Alright, so we're going to play some music messages because, like, that card has fallen out in the pre-shuffle too many times, and I kept putting it back in there, and it's like, music messages. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do any music messages. Okay, let's see. I'm going to shuffle my Spotify. I do not own the rights to this music. I'm going to let you know this now. Alright. Is this a good vibe to start off with? Okay. And just to explain a bit about the music messages during the reading, the whole point is to see how the divine is, because it's on shuffle. I don't know what songs are playing next. I don't know the order, but the divine has orchestrated the music to align best with either what I'm saying or how the cards are being placed. Okay, my thought process in the voids of what I'm not expressing, the music may play and may fill some kind of gray area for you, some kind of void, right? And if that's the case, you can see personally how this aligns with your story. Alright, if by happenstance you can't hear anything I'm saying and you can only tune into the music during this time, that means that this song or the song that's playing is attuned to your frequency, and the messages in the song could let you know, can offer you awareness to what's going on, or it can offer you a resolution to whatever problem you're facing during that time. Okay. Comedy show, there's some kind of spiritual blindness of some Independence Day. That's fine. With someone with straight hair. Okay, so let's figure out what this means, right? I think it has something to do with this cancel culture. Okay, so don't think about it too much, but there's some communal responsibility of there not being any manners. This new love, because a bad joke was made and it got someone low-key tight. So let's figure out a little bit more about who this new love is. Next we have turning tables. So is this new love chosen? Okay, and this is with the chosen person. Oh, okay, so I love that. It's one of my favorite cards. You see the love? Ooh, look at it. Just makes you want to love. Anyway, but it's getting someone low-key tight because of some bad or cruel jokes. but don't think about it too much. The jokes are about this divine couple. No, about the divine couple splitting up and it not being divine. And the bad or cruel jokes are specifically to tear this couple apart, and is getting one or both parties, you know, low-key tight. But don't think about it too much. This is its own message in this reading. Okay, so I'm gonna put new love here because this is just some background information on this new love. But I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot more in regards to one or both of the members in this pairing. Okay, so someone's suffering a hard fall. No, someone's about to suffer a hard fall. Okay, so this is not in the past. So if you are currently watching this, just know that this is information, or this is an experience, a situation that is going to occur in the near future. Maybe we'll get a timeline here. Okay, so there's a hard fall that's going to be had, right? We'll cover the music messages because we know right now that this is the reason why the background vibe is Adele. I can't keep up with your turning tables. Sorry. Adele is literally one of my absolute faves. Okay, so then we have just a little bit of excitement for you guys. Okay, and then we have masochist. So there's a part of me that is not 100% sure on how to like express to you masochism in regards to this divine couple. Okay, so based on the definition, and I'm being called to offer the definition to you guys, masochism is the tendency to derive pleasure, especially sexual gratification, from one's own pain or humiliation. Okay, so it's the enjoyment of what appears to be something that is painful or tiresome. Enjoyful in kind of like a orgasmic sense. Okay, and this can be male or female. This is most known statistically with males, and that's just because with women you're taught a different threshold for pain, a different tolerance for pain. So this could very well show up with women too, but the testing is just not as frequent. Kind of like ADHD in children is mostly with boys opposed to girls. It's kind of the same statistic with masochism. So there's a masochist here, and I don't believe it's a part of the new love. We're getting a third party here, and in this sense, because there was another reading where I was talking about a third party, but the third party was like a positive party, right? In this sense, the third party is not a positive party. We have a duo here that is in love. We have like the dove heart over here, and then we have the masochist who enjoys the pain. The pain gives them the thrill because pleasure probably doesn't, their pleasure threshold has not evolved to be at a level that is near their pain threshold. And because they feel more with their pain threshold opposed to their pleasure threshold, that is what they connect to most to receive gratification, to receive dopamine, to receive serotonin, all the makings of a positive attitude. And a positive attitude can really just be an excited disposition, because that's all you know. Some people are not able to live in pure light, but trust, they will learn the lessons in this lifetime to be reincarnated in another, to be able to live more in their pure light, and the reincarnation will happen until they fully ascend. Okay, because that is the point of man. As we see here, youthful man, under 40. So is that this masochist over here, or youthful male? No, it is one of the members of this new party, or this new love party. What is he saying? Still she grow and still she multiply more. Put the arms right around, yeah. You give me the tightest. See, I know the hook and the chorus. It's the Alright, let me see if I can read it for you guys. As I say, woman, I would be there, and me want a gal that can take care of me. Show me what you got. We finna hold you. Tightest hold ever seen in my life. My hands up. You pack or something. Tightest hold. Let's see. Really squeezing. I understand this is a sexual song, but okay, so when you feel it and we reveal. Okay, so what I'm getting by this song, outside of its explicit nature, because we're gonna just turn to the next song, honestly. What I'm getting is like this masochist, right? And this new love, they both enjoy the lyric of the song, but in two different ways. Okay, so where the new love is like maybe in a pleasure way, the sexual way as the song intends, that, you know, there's some romantic connection between them, but this masochist enjoys the tight hold, the reveal, the control, the ownership that is behind a lot of the lyrics. Okay, so you can't really say this is an uplifting song, even though we're talking about uplifting, but this is more so like an ambiguous song. Like, it is based on interpretation. Okay, but because of that, they're going to receive a hard fall, because they're not fully realizing that they're receiving pleasure from all of this holding on tight to something that they need to let go of. Feel your heart beat. I love the Cheetah Girls. Don't judge me. It shows you a little bit about like what generation I grew up in. But cherish the moment is what this song is. And I literally, the message here is just, it's uplight. We need some positive songs to move those negative. Don't lose your way, don't lose your way. Okay. So it says live now. Bike riding. Cancel culture. Survival mode. Gaming. Okay, so this masochist is receiving a hard fall because they offered this new love some kind of dark magic that has been returned to sender, right? And behind this dark magic, you see this pure happiness, right? This dark magic being returned to sender. You see this pure happiness that is happening on this end, because while this masochist is trying to cancel this new love, what is being enveloped in the background is that this new love is canceling this masochist, and that's the reason why there's this separation here to begin with. I'm also gaining that in the dark magic that the masochist sent to the new love, in it returning to the masochist, is actually also bringing them pure happiness. To them, it's either way they win. Either they get dopamine from losing the battle, because that's the pain that they crave, or they get dopamine from winning the battle because they're absorbing the negative energy and the pain receptors, like the negative energy from the pain receptors of one or both parties in the new love. Okay, so I'm gonna allow this to be in the center, kind of covering up this trivia here. because they're both seeking pure happiness. It's just one's in love and light and the other one's in darkness and death and darkness. Okay, so then there's a survival mode here, but someone needs to give it a break. I'm pretty sure the survival mode is the masochist needing the source, needing the blood, in a sense, if we're talking about the masochist as a vampire, right? They're in survival mode. They're doing whatever they possibly can to give instant gratification. Now that instant gratification is what's causing dark magic to be returned to them, hard falls to happen over here for them to perpetuate more survival mode, for them more survival energy. And then honestly, from this new love point of view, they're telling them to give it a break. Like the ethereal realm's telling them to give it a break. Like, how much pain do you want for yourself? Because you're not only affecting you, sheesh, give it a break. You're not only affecting you, you're also affecting the community that's around you. There's some kind of communal accountability for this masochist plundering the way that they're plundering around the way that they are. Okay, so then we have the night school deck, which I'm being guided to take a few cards to kind of solidify the vibe here. So first we have Angkor Wat, Cambodia. What was the connection between the sight and the sense of the sacred? Okay, what was the connection to time and the calendar? What was the site originally used, and how has this evolved? Okay, so normally what this card symbolizes is there's a need for research. There's a need for us to dive a little bit deeper, go a little bit farther beyond what's being shown to us. Okay, we need to see the connection between the sight, which is what is physically in the 3D that is shown to us, and the sense, which is the 5D, what is experienced via intuition and by spirit in the ethereal realm. Okay, so like I stated earlier, right, so I'm gonna put this card right next to the night school card. Like I stated earlier, your physical ailments are in direct correlation to whatever spiritual lacking that you have, spiritual, emotional, non-tangible lacking, right? And this is basically supporting it by saying, in order for you to truly evolve, in order for you to truly progress, you have to see the connection between the spirit and the physical. In order for you to become healthy, when you're sick, you have to understand why you're sick. For example, if you get a cold and you never go to the doctor to truly see if it's a cold or not, and you give yourself medicine for a cold, you are perpetuating the cold, quote unquote, because you're not offering the right health aid to the ailment. So it's always important to know the root of something, the connection between something, so that your efforts in resolving, your efforts in healing and growing can be simplified and shortened. Main one, shortened, especially if you're ill. Okay, and then there's a second card that was adjacent to that, and it was another research card. But in this card, I'm seeing more of sensing connection. Okay, whereas in this card, it's the physical connection, 3D and 5D. And this card, even though it says about the same thing, I'm sensing more like your spiritualness, connecting to aspects of yourself that is presently affecting you, but can't be presently seen by outside people. Example, you may be in your 30s, right? But you have a 20-year-old self, a teen self, a preteen self, a little kid self, and a baby self. And all those versions of yourself are inside of you, like those little Asian cup toys where like the top and bottom, and there's another little one inside, another little one inside. That's basically what you are. And as you grow up, each decade or each grouping of 7 years, because that's when your cells regenerate, you add another cup. around you, another capsule. So if you have all these capsules inside of you, you're walking around, everyone just sees the outside capsules. No one knows what those rings are and what they symbolize. Only you do. Now, they could be cracked, they could be broken, some could be missing. No one knows that except you. So that means that you have to dive into your own anatomy. Why are you the way that you are? Because I'm telling you, a lot of your physical ailments is because you didn't heal an emotion from your childhood. You didn't heal an emotion from your workday. You didn't heal a perception that is not suiting your highest good. Okay, so something about side mission gaming. The sinister magic, evil magic, is going to result in a quarrel fight. So there's some kind of communal accountability to cancel culture, this masochism. But in actuality, they enjoy this energy being returned to sender, and it's only elevating whatever evil magic that they're offering, and it's going to end up in a physical fight. But we can confirm that with the guides. Yeah. So sad. Oh, I want you to. Oh my gosh, that's literally, the song is the masochism here. So they don't want to scare you away because they're so aggressive and like outlandish, but it's like there's stuff that she has to heal on her own because it's an unrequited situation. It's not equally yoked. And honestly, she's enjoying the fact that it's unrequited because she really loves someone that doesn't feel the same way about her, and that her is kind of giving her solace because she's okay with never leaving someone that is not, I guess, choosing her. I don't know how best to say it. Yeah. Makes her so sad, but she wants it so bad. Like, if something makes you that sad, then maybe you need to find something that's better so that you no longer have to deal with the sadness. That's what I'm saying. But there's some kind of side mission. I think that's what the masochist has, a day job, but I'm pretty sure the side mission is offering the hardfall that they're receiving to this new love. But they're just playing games. They're playing games. They're living in the now, and they're looking for material abundance. So then we have bike riding. Ooh. Excuse me. We have bike riding, skateboarding. That's because, oh, this new love is on track. Is moving in a direction quicker than walking, but not like a car, not like speeding down the road. It's a momentous love, but it's not a gradual momentous love, but not super speedy. So we're just getting the vibe of what's going on here, and because this is happening in increments, it's not happening too fast or too slow, there's a general air around it that causes, I guess, this third party and maybe other parties to want to cancel it. But that's what happens when you have something so pure. Other people want to taint it. Like, that's just, think of like snow, right? When the snow is falling and it's like a fresh batch, what do you want to do? You want to run and jump in and make snow angels. You want to mess up the snow. Okay, so that's kind of, if you want to pee in it, I don't, but like, people make snow cones. Like, I wasn't until my teens until I learned what that actually meant. Like, people like make snow cones. I'm like, yeah, we have a snow cone maker. I appreciate my parents. I appreciate my family for the privilege I did have, because that was such an innocent mindset at such a high school age. But yes, I appreciate them. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to say here? No. Okay. Well, the best of luck to you during this time. If you are a part of this new love couple, there's pure happiness waiting for you. But just cancel. Keep canceling whatever that's happening here. Whatever energy that's being sent your way. Return to center. Ask Archangel Michael to assist you during this time. And honestly, you don't have to call on any angel, deity, God. You don't have to call on anyone at all. Just so say it in like a passionate way, so that your ancestors and guides can tap into your energy and just move that energy in the best way it possibly can. Okay, so you don't really have to call on them, because if you call on one and the others want to help you, it's respect in the ethereal realm as well. Okay, so don't hinder your own blessings. Just leave yourself open and get comfortable with calling on assistance, because your ethereal realm, your guides are there to help you, and they will never let you down. Okay, even if it seems that way, it just may mean you need to open up your perspective. Okay, and with that, until the next.